The top of Healing, the drama where everyone is a villain, is finally updated. As an actress, she was extremely resistant to intimate scenes, especially the ones added last minute just to grab attention. She felt a visceral, physical revulsion towards them. She confessed her situation to the Shabal investor.
Since you said that, I'll give you a call.
Are we just singing a few songs at karaoke, or are we going further? CEO O dragged her out by force right at Han Ji-so's most desperate moment. Famous actress Chu Shangya stepped in, having her assistant record the whole process. She condemned CEO O's heinous actions, but CEO O wasn't intimidated in the slightest. After all, he was the one who made Chu Shangya a star. But this time, Chu Shangya seemed hell-bent on taking action.
Let's get it tonight.
We are going to conduct a routine check. Chu Shangya hid Ji-so and comforted her. She told her not to answer any calls and that she would find a lawyer to handle it. However, Ji-so said she didn't want to blow things out of proportion. She feared that fighting back would completely ruin her acting career. After careful consideration, she decided to talk things through with CEO O to have the intimate scenes removed and just finish the rest of the filming.
Her eyes will be swollen from crying.
As they embraced tightly, they appeared to be inseparable best friends. Little did anyone know their bond was far more intimate, but Ji-so's decision was about to lead her straight into the abyss, and Ji-so's death would drive Chu Shangya to the brink of madness. Lucky you for catching the update of the top of Healing while your battery is at 7. Episode 3. At the end of the last episode, Chu Shangya was backed into a corner by Park Jae-sang's threats. She sought help from Jun Semin, the powerful tycoon she once served. He pulled out a cigarette, showing no restraint even in front of the big boss.
That guy, K-sun, is making a scene.
But Chu Shangya hadn't come here for a friendly trip down memory lane. Years ago, after she committed murder, it was her bodyguard Park Jae-sang who took the fall and went to prison. Now that he's about to be released, he's threatening to expose everything. This includes evidence of Jun Shimin receiving sexual favors. Chu Shangya thought Jun Shimin would be forced to help her because of this, but he made it clear that he wouldn't lift a finger for a piece of scum like Park Jae-sang. However, for Chu Shangya, whose hands were already stained with blood, the situation was different. Jun Shimin clearly knows the dark hidden side of her husband Bang Tai-seopao. After Bang Tai-seopao exposed Mayor Nam's scandal, he was hailed by the public as the prosecutor of justice. His financial backer Kwon Jong-wook is planning to use this momentum to have Bang Tai-seopao run for the National Assembly. This is undoubtedly his golden ticket to the pinnacle of power. While the group was deep in conversation, Lee Yang-mi crashed the meeting uninvited. Kwon Jong-wook has absolutely no love for this stepmother of his. He bluntly claimed that his father Jun Shimin had gone senile and was being played like a fool by a charlatan in his old age. He said she was disgracing the entire family, even going as far as calling Lee Yang-mi a mutt.
Mutt. That's more like it, honestly, you.
But Lee Yang-mi wasn't in the mood for a war of words right then. She discreetly nudged Bang Tai-seopa's leg under the table. After the gathering broke up, the two met in the parking lot. With a playful smirk, Lee Yang-mi told Bang Tai-seo that he had made a potentially fatal mistake. Bang Tai-seopao wasn't intimidated by her threats, however. Lee Yang-mi clearly held far more trump cards than he realized. Before walking away, she seemed to be giving Bang Tai-seopao a final warning. To Shanghai, to Zhejiang, to Jiangsu, to modern Danica. Meanwhile, in Prison Park, Jiezang's locker is plastered with photos of Gu Sang-ah. He stares at Gu Sang-ah's wedding photo, a volatile mix of love and hatred contours across his face. Elsewhere, Bang Tai-seopao arrives at the prosecution service, only to be met by a disciplinary hearing that was rigged from the start. During the high-level meeting, the committee unanimously decides to suspend him. But in the next moment, Bang Tai-seopao storms directly into the conference room. He loudly mocks these sanctimonious prosecutors, bluntly pointing out that while he was once a loyal servant to the organization, no one bothered to remember his name, but now that there's a scandal, everyone is suddenly eager to gather. He even threatens to start spilling secrets about the Seoguang Hotel incident, instantly plunging the entire room into a deathly silence. Bang Tai-seopao slams down his resignation letter in front of everyone, announcing his resignation from a position he claims is rotten to the core. He intends to reinvent himself for the upcoming general election. His resolute and arrogant departure strikes a chord of inexplicable dread in everyone present. Exiting the prosecution service, he is swarmed by a barrage of cameras and microphones. There, he delivers a highly provocative and calculated speech. He frames himself as an ousted whistleblower, vowing to fight for the interests of the people, casting himself as a hero who refuses to bow to corrupt power. This masterclass in acting not only deceives the media, but also skyrockets his political popularity. Meanwhile, Lee Yang-mi's in high spirits, relishing the dramatic spectacle that is about to unfold. To get it, how she sells Choi Ji-ho arrives to report on the progress. He has already coordinated with the soon-to-be-released Park Jae-sang. Once they secure the key evidence, they will expose the entire truth to the world online. Little did he know, Bang Tae-seop's men had already broken into his car. Chu Shang-ah received a call from Park Jae-sang. At this moment, Chu Shang-ah is busy preparing for her comeback project. Recent scandals have severely disrupted the film's production, so she rejected Park Jae-sang's request to meet. Park Jae-sang has been completely pushed to the edge. He threatens to expose everything, declaring that soon, the whole nation will know the secret behind her fake marriage with Bang Tae-seop. Chu Shang-ah wearily puts down her phone while at the same time, Yunxi, having overheard everything, Bang Tae-seop's tightened jaw, unable to conceal his rage after being deceived. But a second later, he quickly composes himself. Speaking eloquently in front of the TV cameras, Choi Ji-ho brings Park Jae-sang to a secluded fast food restaurant. Despite being betrayed by Chu Shang-ah countless times, Park Jae-sang still clings to a glimmer of hope. Only after Choi Ji-ho promises to bring Chu Shang-ah back to him does Park Jae-sang finally produce a recording pen. The moment the recording pen is plugged into the laptop, voices from the past resurface, revealing Chu Shang-ah's most vulnerable and darkest moments. So
It were to be another film, she would have to give in to them.
just as Choi Ji-ho is absorbed in the truth, Bang Tae-seop suddenly appears, frantically lunges for the laptop containing the evidence, not even hesitating to start a brawl in public. A murderous intent fills the air as he drags Park Jae-sang into the restroom, gripping him by the throat and threatening him in a chilling tone. Don't you even think about it, you only get one chance. After venting his fury, Bang Tae-seop and leaves. Meanwhile, based on the audio recordings, Hwang Yong-won has finally pieced together the truth of the story. The name Han Ji-so is the key to this entire case. Flashback to years ago. Ji-so was once again forced into impromptu intimate scenes, but her resistance only fueled CEO Oh's rage. Luckily, Koo Sang-ah intervened. In truth, they were much more than just friends. They shared a deeply intimate connection. For the sake of her acting career, Ji-so decided to have a serious talk with CEO Oh. One day, she received a notification for a shoot, but upon arrival, she realized something was wrong. Two powerful chaebols sat in a dimly lit room where CEO Oh introduced Han Ji-so as if she were a piece of merchandise. She finally realized she was being used as a pawn for sexual favors. Desperately trying to flee, but it was already too late. Subjected to inhumane torment, Ji-so eventually took her own life. She was the first casualty of this ruthless power game. Her death triggered a fatal domino effect, becoming the fuse that ignited Koo Sang-ah's thirst for vengeance. That night, fueled by a grim determination for revenge, Koo Sang-ah entered CEO Oh's room, a cold dagger gripped tightly in a hand, staring at the culprit who had killed her lover. Sang-ah struck without a moment's hesitation.
Henan?
CEO Oh fought back desperately as they grappled on the floor. After Sang-ah delivered a finishing blow, CEO Oh collapsed and ceased his struggle. But in reality, CEO Oh wasn't entirely dead just yet. Suddenly, there was a frantic pounding at the door.